I don't care what you guys use, bait fuel, power gulp, or anything, something. I use redolent scent, and I spray this on my top hook and my bottom hook. Whitefish have a great sense of smell. Don't kid yourself. They find stuff underneath the zebra mussels. They find it in the little holes. They'll sniff out bloodworms in silt. They'll follow right along the marl, which is the division between the shoal and the bottom silt, and they'll cruise right along that edge, and they'll sniff out those worms and grubs, and they'll eat them. So don't kid yourself. Put on some scent, especially on your high hook. You have anything on your fingers, gas, oil, anything that smells, cigarettes, whatever. They come up to that high hook, and they're gonna come right close, and you see that fish go whoom and turn away. Guarantee it, scent. And I see a lot of other people doing that as well. So to give you guys a demonstration on the importance of scent, I put my bait into the tank. This has no scent on it. One little minnow was looking at it. Now let's take some Redolent's premium scent and spray the bait and watch the change in reaction. There's 2 sprays, and now I'm gonna put it in the tank. Look at the reaction from these bait fish and minnows. Like, they're so aggressive now, they're biting the tail, and the rest of the school is actually congregated at the top of the tank because they smell it. So let's put even just 2 sprays just in the water. This will start like a feeding frenzy with these guys. If you look around the tank, they will all congregate there. Look at them, they go nuts. The rest of the tank is basically empty, and they are all over here because they smell that scent. This scent has the same effect on your jigs and larger predatory fish, such as whitefish. While we're here, getting a lot of questions, size of hook for a high hook. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how small this hook is. I believe that's either a 10 or a 12 mustad, okay? This thing is so tiny. It's smaller than my steel-headed hooks. It's like a single egg hook. Very, very tiny, very tiny. And notice the way I have this hooked, okay? I want you guys to see how I have that hooked. Let me turn the camera. Do not hook your top hook baits from bottom to top, okay? A lot of fishermen, they take their hook like this. Here's the size of it. And what they do is they put it through the bottom of their bait and they just stick it out the top like that. That is not going to get you a proper action. What you want to do, here's another little trick, and the bass fishermen know this, is you come in from the bottom, you come only halfway up, and you stick the point out the middle of the bait. Okay? The bass fishermen are going to know that because they run soft plastics, or they'll just tiny nose hook with like owner mosquito and stuff. So anyone running drop shots for bass, they're going to know that trick. Do it for the whitefish. These tiny little hooks, that's what's going to cause your bait to swim properly. Again, you also want a top bait that's not stiff, guys. Look at this thing. Like, look at, I can wiggle this thing, it goes all over. I want that in the water because when I'm doing that tiny little motion, basically just a tiny little wiggle, that bait's going like this in the water. If that bait, if I go to wiggle it like that and it stays stiff, garbage. They don't want it, right? You want it to be as natural as possible. They're eating little nymphs and bugs and midfly hatches and these little squiggly things. They're not stiff moving through the water like this, or a giant thing like this. It looks like a giant piece of plastic. They're not eating it, guys. You want it to be able to move in the water like this, just the way a worm or a nymph or any of these little crustaceans move. They're very, very pliable and they have a lot of movement. So I went on way too long about this, so I'm gonna end it there, but I guarantee this is gonna help a lot more people put some whitefish on the ice. Comment down below if you thought any of this stuff was helpful, and if you use any of this information that gets you a whitefish, come back and comment down below. So, didn't think I had to do this video, but obviously I do with the amount of questions I'm getting. So, get out there, guys, get on Simcoe, get some whitefish. See you later, bye-bye. Woo!